own leaders. We must respect our own hierarchy. We must praise the patriarchy within our community. Men will lead and women will fall in line. We will have our communities completely sealed off, and there will be no appealing to the government, not the police, not the child support, not the divorce courts, not the family courts, and we will shun anyone who does it. Going to the child support court, going to any of that stuff, that's like snitching to us. And you guys think that it's mature, it's the mature position to say, oh, snitching is, we got to do away with the no snitching. No, actually, that's very functional. Do you not know history? When you snitch, you're appealing to the government, which is not a righteous or moral authority. You don't remember when the government held your ancestors in chains? And then when they took them out of chains, they threw them into Jim Crow? And when they kept them in Jim Crow, they wouldn't give them the right to vote? They wouldn't give them decent education? That was the government. You snitching to the government, that's your enemy. And it's been your enemy. And it won't change. But the black woman in America acts like it's her friend. A lot of black men, first time they had the police called on them, black males, I should say, it was by their own mother. Huh? Come on now, some of you in this live chat. Your own mother called the police on you. Your own black mother called the police on you. Now, the reason that the enemy has had to infiltrate with the black woman as the chief tool is because she is the factory that produces the black soldier. So here's why it's so important for the devil to capture her mind first. Understand me here. Let's say we have 10 women and 10 men. If they capture 9 of the men and 1 is left, he can get all 10 of those women pregnant and we can refresh our population. Yes, renew our fighting force. Yes? So there's less value in eliminating the men, taking their minds over, using them as tools, more value in controlling the women. So if there's 10 men and 10 women, and you take control of 9 of those women, we only have 1 woman to produce for us. You see what I'm saying? Because 1 man can spread seed infinitely. But the women are so valuable because they're the one that bakes the cake. Yes, they bake the cake and it takes them 9 months. They're inefficient. So we need more of them. And that's where they hit us. They hit us at the factory that produces the black soldier. They keep our population low, keep our population weak, keep our population numerically insufficient so that they can call us a minority and keep us weak in a majority rule system. Huh? And you have these black women that say the most ludicrous, idiotic things. I love women and I love black women, but I will not listen to you because you are not the leader. And sometimes if you listen to yourselves, you tell why I don't listen to you. I made a reel recently. You see black women in the comments talking about in black women's business. You don't have any business. Your business is my business. You're not the leader of your own affairs. If you were properly taken care of, you would have went from your father's home to your husband's home, always under the roof, protection, and guidance of a man. But you've been in the streets, sis. And because you've been in the streets, you got a street mentality and you think you're an independent woman. You're not an independent woman. You're an uncared for woman. You're an unruly woman. You're an unworthy woman. But what I won't let you do is continue to embarrass us. A black woman with a blonde wig is an abomination and an embarrassment. You're a traitor to the race. And I don't want to hear you imbeciles in my comments say, don't you know people in Melanesia have blonde hair? Well, when you see one of them niggas, you let me know. I don't want to hear dumb people in my comments say, you know, East Africans have straight hair. Number one, no, they don't. And you're not East African. You hate yourself so much that you will search the world over for the smallest tribe in the middle of nowhere. But you're trying to identify with them for the purpose of covering over your self-hatred. so you can feel comfortable with blonde hair in your head, so you can feel comfortable with straight hair on top of your head. You look like a fool. And I encourage you guys, every time you see these women, you condemn them. You see them have dress, you condemn them. You see them wearing wigs, you condemn them. And I don't want to hear any softies, male or female, saying, oh, kill them with kindness. Hell nah. That's not what time it is. You see, they didn't enslave you with kindness. They didn't get you on that boat with kindness. They didn't colonize you and make you work with kindness. If kindness was so damn effective, that's what the colonizer would have used. That's what the enslaver would have used if it was so effective. Don't hit me with that Martin Luther King dreaming. No, we're going to get them in line with the strength of the black fist in whatever form it must appear, because we are far past a time of toleration and kindness. It's foolishness. That's what happens when you let women lead us. That's what happens when you let weak males lead us. You don't remember Martin Luther King? We tried kindness. I don't call it kindness anymore. I call it foolishness. Our women are filthy and in disrepair. Filth coming out of their mouth. Filth on their bodies. Filth in their heads. You know what kind of a despicable state a female is in, that she would sew in the hair of another human? It's filthy. It's spiritually impure. And then you would leave it in your hair, in your head, rotting for 3 months. And then got the nerve to put on perfume to cover up that funk. You know how amazing it is that I could grab your wig, lean in and smell it. It smells like a dirty carpet. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, let me go ahead and take a pause for the cause, acknowledge some of the folks supporting the work. Don't nobody talk it like this. It got me turned up today. Shout out to Mr. Akinmoyo. Appreciate you. Came in using the Stripe link. Shout out to Frank as well, supporting using the Stripe link. May I also acknowledge Diego, who just became an annual member at patreon.com/the Saint in the Center. We welcome you within this thing of ours. Now also acknowledged by PayPal. Shout out to Sage supporting the work. May I also acknowledge Mr. Thompson, right? Support for the stream. And this is the state of black folks here. Shout out to Ramon, writes tuition. I'm excited to gain the knowledge within the black code. Would you recommend it to a black person before Boston University? Peace to the Saints. It depends on the black person. It depends on the black person. But I tell you what, whether they get Boston University first, and for those who need Boston University, it's at school.com/Marquette, click classrooms. Whether they get it before or after, every black person needs it. It's not only about the collective of what we should do. It's about you operating effectively as an individual, because none of you have gone through schooling and there was a class where they said, hey, hang on, let me set you aside. You're a black human. You have a unique experience in this country. Let us equip you with what you need to thrive. No, sir, they didn't do that. They didn't even say, hang on, you're a male. You need to grow into a man. Let me separate you from the females so I can tell you what you need to know, which is different from what they need to know. You never experienced that, huh? Yeah, of course not. Yes, indeed. And let me go ahead and wrap this one up quickly, because I see folks aren't supporting it. And that's, again, this is the nature of the black people. I'm not talking about black men today. I'm talking about black women. Now look at that hair. There's nothing about that hair that says black woman, huh? Because that's not a black woman's hair. That's not a black woman's hair. But I tell you what, we're going to look at the comments and they'll be fighting tooth and nail to claim that it is. What's worse is that they use these chemicals to achieve this aesthetic. And some of these chemicals cause infertility. Some of these chemicals are nearly toxic. They're damaging. So it is in the vain pursuit of the white woman's aesthetic that the black woman dies, not only spiritually, but physically at some level. Come on now. Let's get into it. Now let's look at the ignorance and indecency of the black woman. So here we have the comments here. I'm going to enlarge this for you all. This one writes, Black women, please stop explaining what doesn't need an explanation. Let him have it. You are subject to the black man. You are not equal with the black man. You are subject to the black man. And some of you may be listening and say, Marquette, some of you ladies, Marquette, there aren't many black men. Fantastic. That has nothing to do with this because the one that was speaking up on this is a black man.